All right, so here we go. Today we're going to be learning our very first guitar chord. You should have your guitar space nice and ready. You should know how to speak about the guitar anatomy by now, all the different components that make up your guitar, your finger numbers, the string numbers, and your instrument should be nice in tune. So today we're going to be looking at the A major chord. Now there is a difference between A major and A minor. When you opt into our full course, we're going to be getting into that in some basic music theory. But for now, I'm going to throw up a guitar chord over here for you to show you what an A major looks like. Now, these chord diagrams are going to look slightly different depending on who's creating them. So keep in mind that they don't all look like this, but often very similar. You can notice that the strings at the bottom of the diagram have letters on them that are associated with the notes that make up this chord. The numbers that are within the fretboard in those circles reference the finger numbers that you should use. Now realize this is more like a recommendation. You don't have to use your second, third, and fourth fingers to push down those strings. Personally, that's the way that I normally play an A major, but a lot of people also use their first, second, and third, or they use their first finger and just bar those three. Again, there's no right or wrong way, it's just what feels best for you and ultimately what helps you transition to that next chord with most ease. With this chord diagram, however, they're recommending us to use our second, third, and fourth fingers, and if you count from the nut, you count in the first fret and the second fret are where those numbers lie. So you're going to use your second, third, and fourth fingers on the second, third, and fourth strings. Should look just like this. Now with an A major chord, notice how there's an X above the sixth string. That means that that string is muted. We don't play that string in an A major chord, only 1 through 5. So once you have your fingers on the second, third, and fourth strings, using your second, third, and fourth fingers, play one note at a time, very slowly, so that you can audibly hear every string creating its note, and then we'll strum it. For example, starting with the fifth string, played openly, which means no fingers are pushing anything down on that string. Now there's two main things that we need to look out for when playing this first A major chord. First is make sure you can hear every note without having a muted noise. What I mean by that is this. That could mean one of two things. Either first, you are not pushing down hard enough with your finger directly on the fretboard, whereas it should sound like this. Or another one of your fingers happens to be up touching that string, effectively muting it. For example, I'm pushing down hard enough with my second finger, but my third finger is actually muting that same string. Lastly, that buzzing noise that you were just hearing, you may get that from time to time. That also means that we're not pushing directly down on the fretboard with the right amount of pressure. You could press so hard that your knuckles start turning white and it starts really hurting your hand. That's going to be too hard. Too soft with pressure means you're going to be getting that muted sound. So again, make sure that you can hear every note clearly first and then strum on this A major strings 1 through 5. All right, that's going to do it. Congratulations on your first chord, that A major. Go back and really practice that chord until you can hear every note with no muted or buzzing sounds. And then we're going to move on to a fun finger exercise. See you then.